guys, how are you? I hope you're fine and staying at home. So, today is our class 35. Yes, it is. So, today we're gonna do two things, okay? I'm gonna talk to you about a little bit more for the grammar, okay? We're gonna go through a little bit of some exercises so we can practice a little more because it's a very important part for us to really understand, to really try and do a little bit more, okay? And then we're going to the writing skills, the writing part of our reading one. Okay? So I'll be right back and I'm going with you through this process. Don't worry, okay?
Okay, guys, very good. Now now we can begin our class. And this part is gonna be the practice that I told you about because we're gonna practice a little bit more the irregular verbs in the simple past tense. Okay, so this is basically just a very simple exercise. You don't need to copy, okay? Não precisa copiar. Don't worry, it's very easy. Okay, so we just need to write we need to write these few verbs in the simple past tense. Okay, and these are all irregular verbs, which means that they change. Yeah, they change according to the the tense that they are in. In this case, it's the simple past. Okay, so uh, letter A. I come to England in 1993. Aqui dá para saber que a gente está falando do passado, in the past. Por quê? Porque we're talking about a year, a long time ago. A year that has already passed, that has already been. Okay? So, letter B. They, their homework yesterday. Yesterday também é uma palavra, it's a word that means something that is past, because yesterday means ontem. Então, se a gente tem na frase a palavra yesterday, já dá para saber, né? Que não estamos falando do present, we're talking about the past, ok? Letter C. We, think too much last night. Sempre que você estiver em dúvida de qual é o tempo verbal daquela frase, pensa. Last é último, passado. Last night é ontem à noite, né? No caso seria última noite. Ontem à noite, ok? So, if you have the word last in the tense, there is a high possibility, é bem provável, high possibility that that phrase, that sentence is in the past. Okay? Letter D. He already all the cake. Okay? Already também é one of those keywords to understand because when we're talking about something that has already happened, it's something in the past. Because when something has already happened, é porque já aconteceu. Okay? So letter E. The child fall, uh, fall off his bicycle. Here we don't have a keyword. Aqui não tem uma dessas palavrinhas que nos remetem a esse tempo passado, okay? So we really just need to understand the phrase, the sentence itself, okay? So letter A, I came. The verb come in the simple past, you have to change letter O to letter A. Okay, so I came to England in 1993. Okay, letter B, they do. The verb do in the simple past is, they did. Okay, they did their homework yesterday. Good? Let us see. We, the verb sing, you have to change the vowel I to the vowel A. So we sang too much last night. Let it be. He already eat all the cake. Eat? No, eat is simple present. So we're gonna use the simple past. He already ate all the cake. Okay, good. Let it E. The child fall off his bicycle. Fall, when it's written with A, it's present. In the past, you have to change the vowel to the letter E. So the child fell off his bicycle. Okay, let's review. So the verb come means in the simple past came. The verb do in the simple past did. The verb sing in the simple past sang. The verb eat in the simple past ate. The verb fall in the simple past fell. Okay? These are just some of the many irregular verbs that we are gonna face through our years, okay? But don't worry, those are just some that maybe we use a lot more than the others, okay? Don't worry, it's all good. Now, I'm gonna say that we're done with this practice for the grammar, okay? We're done with practicing grammar. Now I'm gonna show you guys a video about the writing part. So first we're gonna watch the video and then I'll come back and explain and also read to you the student book pages that you guys have to do as your writing skills. Okay? I'll be right back.
Identifying cause and effect. Identifying cause and effect in texts is important as it helps us to understand the events that are happening. It helps us to understand what's happening and why it's happening. A cause happens first. It's why something happens. To find the cause, ask, why did this happen? An effect happens after the cause. It tells us what happened. Let's look at some cause and effect relationships. It rained. Carolina got wet. It raining is the cause because it must have occurred first, and because it tells us why Carolina got wet. Carolina getting wet is the effect because it had to have happened after the cause, and it tells us what happened. Here's another example. Phil stayed up late. Phil was tired in the morning. Let's start by looking for the cause, which happens first and tells why. That's right, Phil's staying up late. Which happens after the cause and tells us what happened? That's right, Phil was tired in the morning. This is the effect. Cause and effect relationships occur every day. For example, if you study hard, you'll get better grades. Forget to use sunscreen on a hot day, you'll get sunburnt. Play in the mud, get muddy. An easy way to spot cause and effect relationships in books is to look out for signal words. Cause and effect signal words tell the reader that there might be cause and effect occurring. Here are some cause and effect signal words and phrases you might come across. Now, see if you can spot signal words in a text, and then work out which is the cause and which is the effect. Wendy was feeling sick, so she stayed home from school. Can you see the signal word? That's right, so. Now let's work out which is the cause and which is the effect. Remember, a cause happens first, but not always first in the text. And it answers the question, why did this happen? The cause must be Wendy feeling sick. It had to have happened first, and it answers the question, why? Why did she stay home? We know Wendy staying home from school must be the effect, because it happened after the cause, and it tells us what happened. Wendy stayed home. Let's look at this sentence. Can you find a signal word or phrase? The swimming carnival was cancelled due to bad weather. The signal phrase is due to. What is the cause and what is the effect? See if you can work it out. How did you go? The cause is the bad weather, because it was the event that happened first, and it tells us the why. The effect is the swimming carnival being cancelled, because it happened after the cause, and it tells us what happened. Try some more on your own. In each sentence, identify the signal word or phrase, then decide which is the cause and which is the effect. The children were hungry because they hadn't eaten all day. Because signals cause and effect. This is the cause and this is the effect. Since the class worked so hard, the teacher suggested a game. The word since signals cause and effect. This is the cause and this is the effect. Max said he'd cancel the race if the track was wet. The word if signals cause and effect. This is the cause and this is the effect. Spotting cause and effect is easy.
Very good. Now that you have watched the video, let me put this. Okay. So, now that you guys have watched this video, understanding a little more about how to write a text using the technique of cause and effect. The idea now is for us to understand how we are really going to do it. So, our writing skill today is about cause and effect. Okay? So, you guys are going to read with me. Yes, please don't let me read by myself. You guys are going to read with me the pages from your student book, page 88 and 89. Okay? So, these pages is about your activity. Okay? In the end of the, I'm gonna read it, and in the end, I'm gonna explain you what you're gonna do. Okay? So let's do this. Let me do this. Put right here in the middle. Wait. Okay. Now we're good. So, writing organized ideas by cause and effect. Expository writing informs or explains. One way to organize expository writing is by cause and effect. So, a cause is something that makes something else happen, and effect is what happens as a result of the cause. Very simple. Cause and effect. We're used to this, right? You guys understand that when something happens, it's gonna have an effect. Okay, so for example, we know that when it rains, okay, when it's raining, we know that probably the streets are gonna be wet, or sometimes you're gonna have mud somewhere. Okay, it's cause and effect, right? So let's read your activity. Writing prompt. Always that we have the writing prompt is a must do. What is that? É a parte que tem que ter, you have to pay attention because you have to follow the prompt. Okay, the idea is you're gonna write a task, and this task must have what is said right here. So write a paragraph explaining the causes and effects of an event. The event can be from real life or from books, movies, or television. Be sure to use irregular past verbs correctly. Yes, you have to pay attention to the verbs in the simple past, of course, because you're not going to talk about a present activity, a present event. You're going to have to talk about a past event. Okay, so you're going to use the irregular verbs in the simple past. Okay, and it can be some event from your life. It can be something from a movie, from a book, from maybe a television program. I don't mind it. Just choose an event that you want to talk about, okay? And use the correct irregular verbs, okay? So you're going to use this strategy here. This strategy is about the first thing you're going to write is the pre-write. Choose an event to write about. Ask yourself why things happened as they did. List the cause and effect in a graphic organizer. What is that? You have to write. The first thing you're going to write is, for example, the cause. What is the cause? The cause is, okay, here we have an example, cause. Mount Vesuvius erupted. That's a fact, okay? The effect of that cause is that Pompeii was covered by ash. So the cause, heavy rain fell. The effect, water made the ash like wet cement. Okay. Another cause, the wet wash dried and hardened quickly. Effect, Pompeii became stuck in the hardened ash. Okay, so we have three causes and three effects. What's that? For example, if you want to talk about, I don't know, maybe some kind of event that is very important for you, okay, but you have to write that using the cause and effect organizers, exactly like it is right here on your book. Okay, so you really need to understand that when you're going to use this idea, you have to use the cause and effect organizer. Okay, and yes, you have to take a picture of that part and send me with the final text. Okay, so you're going to do this. Yes, you are. So the draft. After you do the pre-write, you're going to use the draft. Okay, so the draft is use your graphic organizer to write a draft. Explain the causes and effects of an event. Show how each cause leads to an effect. You have to write cause and then the effect. The second cause, the second effect. Okay? You can't write cause, effect, effect. No. Each cause has each effect. Okay? Then when you finish your draft, you're going to use the revise. Revise is when you're going to pay attention to what you have written, because the idea here is for you to practice, but you also got to understand that the text must have sense. Okay? You can't write something that doesn't make sense, right? So revise your text, add it. If you have forgotten something, that's the time for you to add. Okay? So, and publish. Publish. Because you're not going to read it publish, but you're going to take a picture and send me through Flipscore. Okay, here you guys have quite of sorry. Here you guys have quite of example, so you can read this because it's based on this cause and effect organizer. So this is very good for you to try not to copy. You're not gonna copy the same, okay? It's not the same fact. You have to choose an event that you want to talk about and be sure that when you talk about that event, you're talking about using cause and effect. Cause, effect. Okay? Good? Yeah, I hope so. I'll be right back to talk to you.
E aí, turminha? All good? I hope so. Did you understand? Yes? Good. Very good. I'm happy. And now that you guys know what you have to do, you just need to go step by step, okay, for the writing. You just need to finish the text, take a picture, and send me through Clip Scholar, okay? Very easy, very simple, don't worry. And also, you don't need to copy, remember. Não precisa copiar, don't need to copy the practice that we did in the beginning, okay? The idea for the practice is just to practice a little bit more the grammar for the irregular verbs in the simple past, okay? If you have any doubts, write me. I'm right here with you guys. You're not alone, okay? Be good, be safe, stay at home, wash your hands, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.